Hassan and Azim, two brothers, inspired by the all-time legends, driven by a passion to be the best and reach the top. Hassan Azim, aka the Hitman. Azim, aka the Assassin. Together with Team Azim. Their goal to reach world title glory begins now. Speed, skill, passion, power, hard work, dedication, and heart. Combat ready. Together to show the boxing world two brothers, the Hitman and the Assassin. Watching TNN TV's Before the Bell.
Yeah, go on. Go that side. Last one, yeah, Hassan. Hard work, dedication, boys. Keep going. Championship round, remember. Yeah? Championship round. Push yourselves. Keep going, keep going. Hard work, hard work. Come on, boys. Keep it up. Come on. Focus, come on. Good. Keep going, keep it up. Keep going, Adam. 1 minute 50. Keep going, Hassan, come on, baby. Hard work, come on. Come on, Hassan, come on. Last one, come on. Come on, let's go, come on, Hassan. Come on, Hassan, let's go. Come on, Hassan. So Adam and Hassan have just done 5k around the land here, the track at the TVAC in Datchet near Slough. They do this 3 days a week. Obviously, the endurance needs to be good. Obviously, being boxers, rounds are 3-minute rounds. Now they're going professional, probably do 4 rounds first, but it's very important to have the stamina and obviously the endurance as they fight. Yeah, just sprints at the end of it. Just get that last bit of energy out. When they think they haven't got nothing, obviously they're still standing. So I could just tell them that you might be tired a bit, but you still got sprints in you. So it's very important to have that when you're in the ring.
2.79.
I prefer running in the mornings. I don't know why, but I just love it in the mornings. When you're running and after you run, you just feel fresh. And there's a bit of history here. In my secondary school, all of my sports has been here, and and every sports day I've done, it's always been in Ramadan. So I was fasting and I did the sports day and became victorious all the way 4 years in a row. So yeah, this is a big history for me here.
Yeah, it was a good session. Every day the session is good. It's good to keep the runs in because you keep the stamina up. Even though when you offer anything like that, you keep running because take over to get your stamina up as well. So
yeah, back to the gym. Let's go.
Ready? Hold on, eh?
I'm not stupid. I look at the cameras, yeah. And then you did it last time, no. No way.
Alright, come.
I did to you.
You two on.
My name is Hassan Azim. I am a 6-time national champion, and I've won the junior ABAs, the youth ABAs, Tri-Nations, European silver, came number 4 in the world, and went on to Youth Olympic Games and won a bronze medal. It all started from Azim when he started boxing at the age of 4 or 5, and I was just on the side watching him box. And by age 11, I decided to do boxing myself, and since that day I've fallen in love with it.
I used to watch boxing every day since the age of 4. My dad first said to me, "What do you want to do?" And he goes, "You want to do boxing, football?" And then the first thing that came to my mind was boxing. I was very hyperactive, and the doctor said to my dad, "You've got to put him into a sport that drains his energy." So Hassan Azim came to my mind, and I said, "I want to use his name because it's like you're like a surgeon. You're breaking down the opponent, and then you attack him, and then you get that stoppage, and then that's what I am."
Look at the camera though.
See, me and Adam, we're both on the same path trying to succeed, and both on the same journey. Sometime in training, if I'm training by myself, it's quite boring, but having Adam there pushes me and motivates me a lot.
We work on a lot of things that together, when we're really strong, we have that connection. So
It can be annoying. Imagine me being by myself. I've got 3 sisters, so it's good to have Adam there. We've got a new brother called Yahya, so he should be coming on board very soon, a couple of years time. Once we're retired, Yahya Azim will be coming on.
he started fighting. It's extremely really hard for that physique he has. He's an all-rounder as well, so he can go front foot, back foot, he can do anything. But his main style is it's like a hitman hands.
Adam's more of obviously assassin, so you go in quietly and chop. So you know how you chopping the tree down, you slowly chopping the tree, and right at the end he'll fall. That's what Adam's like. He's very quick and very sharp at things. He'll chop you down. But with me, I have that power. So if I sense any weakness of my opponent and sense that he's hurt, I'm going straight for the kill.
My mum said to me that all this hard work gonna pay off when you get older, and Like my mum, she's been there since when I was young, and she used to feed me right. Anything I used to eat bad, she used to tell my dad. He tells my dad straight away. So still does it now, but I've got it's all good cause, isn't it? So, but then yeah, she plays a big part. My sisters, my family, they're there for me to actually. I want to help them out, and when they get older as well.
My family plays a big part of my life. You know, my mum, she's always worried about me. You know, after a fight, she's always coming up to me and seeing if I have any bruises and cuts. My dad is always motivating me. He's always there watching me on the side, teaching me how to box since day one. He knows me inside and out.
Yeah, my dad taught me since the age of 4, so obviously he needs to be there every time I've got a box, because without him, I'm nothing. My first club was actually Pinewood. When I was punching the bag, I had this coach come up to me and said, "You've got a great talent." That was Mike Smith and Les Stevens. Pinewood played a big part in my career.
I first started from a club called Del Youth, and then I was there for a couple of years, and then moved on to Pinewood Star ABC. My number one coach is Mike Stevens, because he has been 90% in my corner. What really made Pinewood was Big Les. Les has supported me through my fights. Before fight, he would call me and tell me good luck, he would motivate me. But he sadly passed away. He's a great man, just sad that he passed away before I turned pro. My first time going into a boxing gym was in Duluth when Adam started boxing there, but I wasn't really boxing, I was watching. So, everyone's got the eye on Adam, and I'm on the ringside just watching, just walking around watching, and I picked up these things, and then I remember I asked my dad to can I have one spar with this kid, and it's surprisingly I've done well, because with me, I'm a visualizer learner. When I look at things, I pick it up. So first nickname came from Les Jr. He named me the Hitman Hassan, but Les Jr. he told me that the Hitman Hassan suits my name.
First time I walked in the boxing gym, I was a bit nervous, but when I punched the bag, and it was like, yeah, this is the place that I actually need to be. So I stuck with it. Also, my dad was training me at home, and I was punching the bags at Pinewood, and they were like, "This guy's got talent." And you know what? That actually helped me a lot as well, because I had the coaching and saying to me, "You can get up there. You can get with the legends. You become world champion." And then got my dad also is keeping me away from the streets, telling me to do the right things. Also, he's very strict as well. Like, he even turns off the Wi-Fi at night when I need to go to bed and get that rest.
Boxing aside, I'm a humble person. I'm actually a fun person to be around with. I do like doing a lot of other activities, such as football, rock climbing. I like to be active, not just boxing. I like to play games. I'm a big Call of Duty fan, and I think Call of Duty is better than FIFA.
Personally, I can be a bit cheeky sometimes when I go out. Sometimes I like to run a lot. Like, running gives me that calmness. I can enjoy running. Just put some music on and just run. Also, I like to play games. I like to watch a lot of movies. Like Saturday nights, it's like my movie night. I just sit down and watch a movie with the family and that. Also, I enjoy going swimming, and and I'm a big fan of like cars as well. So I like looking up cars. That was light, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Adam and Hassan have done a strength session. We do a lot of metabolic strength as well, so it's high paced, it's intense, it gets working all the body muscles and using other training systems as well in their body. And so they've done, sledgehammers, kettlebell swings. These are like exercises that use a range of muscles, so it'll basically keep their dynamic and not like too stiff, because when they throw punches, obviously they have to throw it fast, they don't want to lose speed, they don't want to lose power. So basically them doing this dynamic training and strength training, you can see it in their boxing as well, the way they punch, the biomechanics of the way they transfer the power from their feet all the way to the end of their fists is very, very important. And they've been doing it for a long time, since they were probably 10 years old. Obviously they weren't starting off too heavy, but they were just getting used to the technique and how to perform the exercises with the equipment, and then we went on from there. Now you can see them, they're punching hard and they're not even full grown yet, so just watch in a few years time and then you should all see it, like there should be natural punches.
We just done strength conditioning straight after the run to keep our muscles working, and this is our second session of the day. Hopefully we've got 2 more later on, and we've got more intense training later on.
Yeah, it's the second session now of the day. Now we're finished, but just another day in the office. This is what we do. So it's just our job, isn't it? And now in an hour time I got my haircut. By far the best barber in Islam. if you want to come here, bring up Ahmed. And there's this Pav at the end as well. Tell him Pav. So Ahmed is just the barber as well. He's my best man and my family.
Best man for his wedding.
And we know each other for a very long time.
Yeah, since they were very young.
The good thing about having a bald head, you don't have to bloody waste time on it.
Nice and easy, 5 minutes. Hopefully Hassan will never have that problem.
Yes, I love it. Cool. Perfect. Thank you, man. No problem. There you go.
Yes, I actually know Hassan and his whole family for quite a long time. I know his younger brother Adam from when he was probably about 5 or 6 years old. Hassan and Adam's dad used to bring them down to the kickboxing club where I used to train. So I've known Adam for a very long time, like I said, about 6 or 7. And then when Hassan started competing and fighting, because I was also boxing myself at the time, we just know each other from training. We used to go to all their fights. Yeah, I know the whole family for a long time. Do you know what? The thing with Hassan is you've got 2 sides of Hassan. Outside of the ring, he's the most polite guy, the most respectful guy, very well mannered. But inside the ring, he's a monster. He lets those right hands go, drops bombs, and he doesn't mess around. So I think definitely wins. But knowing Hassan, there'll probably be a lot of knockouts.
I've met Adam and Hassan at a charity event, was to support the community. Azim, their father, brought them along, and that's it. I think Adam was 10 years old and Hassan was 12. Yeah, I've been together ever since. I think it's nearly 10 years, I think, a long time. So yeah, it was a very, very long time actually. It was like yesterday they joined, but obviously I've seen them develop, I've seen them grow into young men now. I think there was 8 years where I saw Adam and Hassan nearly every single day.
One of the funniest guy I ever met. He's like an uncle to me. He's a great pad man. He's one of the best pad mans in the world. So
Adam has always trained hard. I can't take that away. I don't think there's one session that he's ever been underperforming. Hassan was learning more, I think. I think when I first met Hassan, I sort of changed his style a bit. I think Hassan's got a sense of humour. Adam took a bit longer, but because he worked so hard and he was at that level, that later on, obviously, when he chilled out and that you can actually, get to know him a bit better. Then you realise, he's all right, and you can talk to you a bit more.
Mr. Khalil Khalid.
He's possibly a prankster and a joker. He's not just my coach, but he's also my big older brother. He's been there since day one for me. Put boxing on the side, he's a great man.
The hitman, Hassan Azim. What to tell you about Hassan? Honestly, I know his name's the hitman. In a boxing capacity, he's an absolute devil in the sense that you do not want to fight him, you do not want to spar him. He's always been very disciplined, in what he does and how he goes about, carrying himself. And he's very driven. He's very driven for success. He always has been. He's a definition of hard work. Definition, because he wasn't blessed with completely natural talent. He's worked hard to get where he is.
I'm a born. I know him since day one. He's not just a manager for my team, but he's my older brother, and he's also a prankster like Liu.
One time when he was a bit younger, going back a couple of years, where we were just messing about, because I used to train in the same gym as Hassan, and he actually gave me a black rib, and it was the first time I'd ever experienced it. He couldn't have been more than sort of 13 years old, I think. Adam is, how can I say it? I mean, I've run out of words to describe the guy. He is a phenomenal boxer, number one, first of all. He's a talent which I personally believe comes around once every other generation.
He's been there since day one for me as well. He's also my brother as well. I consider as my brother since day one. Also with Amir, he's like another Leonard NLB, so he's better than him. So I think he's personally better than him. So.
Also with Adam, I have to say, we have to make sure we get this far, is that he's so driven to the point where actually, even on his own birthday, he won't eat cake. There's been occasions at family gatherings where Adam Azim's there with a spoon and cake, everyone's watching and singing, and he is like, I can't, if I have it, I won't become world champion. I mean, both of them have been disciplined, throughout their careers, their amateur careers. Obviously Azim's influence on that as well, in terms of keeping them on the straight and narrow, because look, when you're young, you want to have a little binge, you want to eat something, etc. But he's got it into them. He's, drilled it into them that, look, if you want to achieve X, Y, and Z, these are the sacrifices you need to make.
As day turns to evening, Team Azim are gathered together to celebrate Hassan's 20th birthday. An opportunity for the team to bond and strengthen ties.
Yeah, it's finally a man now, only 20 years old. It's not his birthday today, it's on the 27th, but obviously it falls on the weekend and we're not training today, so on the 27th you probably train on his birthday. Birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Stay tuned for the next episode and subscribe to TNN TV.